What is up, guys? Today I come to you with my weekly review of Gintama, the manga. I just finished reading it, and oh my god! So, in this week's chapter 577, coming from when Kagura stopped Kamui from landing a blow on her father. As you remember, Kamui has been on a long journey to find his father and kill him because it's one thing in the Yato clan to kill your parents to show how strong you are. And at the same time, I think it's a way of him trying to get back on his father for leaving him. And he was going on his journey across the galaxy, fighting so many different opponents and aliens in such a view. So Kamui is like, you're not gonna stop me. I'm going to kill him, and I don't care. Family means nothing to me. But we get a reveal, a little flashback, might tell you, that Kamui was known as a crybaby, and actually it's been hinted at very a lot of times, especially when Kagura jumps into the scene, that Kamui always hid his emotions, like the part where his mother was sick, where their mother was sick, and he always like put a smile on his face while he was in pain. Okay, he in order for him, that's why remember back during the Yoshiwara in Flames arc, right? There was a point where he was telling the child, um what's her name? I forgot. You know the child that show. I forgot his name at the moment, and he was trying to look for his mother. And then he's like, before I kill, I'm paraphrasing, I always send people off with a smile. His way of coping with any situation is to always put a smile in his face. It's to mask his true emotions. Okay, and we found out the reason why is because he was always a crybaby. He always hid his emotions, so he would always put a smile on his face. And then when his father left, he was broken because his mother died of sickness, and now his father left to go on a galaxy because his father could not deal with the whole situation at home, his wife being sick, and he just needs to, branch out and all of that stuff. So at that point, Kamui felt his family was completely broken, not knowing that he had a sister by his side all along, and she's always been wanting to bring her brother back. Now, this ain't no sibling rivalry or like sibling hatred, but Kagura truly loves her brother, okay, and she wants him to come back home. So they start duking it out once again, and Kagura's like, I'm not your same little sister, just like he's like, I'm not the same brother that you knew anymore. And he got to the point where he nearly tried to kill Kagura just so that his father can unleash the inner beast in him to kill him. So Kagura is putting up a fight. She landing the blows on Kamui. It's not like in Shogun Assassination arc where it looked kind of one sided. No, she's giving it to him, kicks and punches, and they're clashing with each other. And then it got to that point where you knew some, because Gintoki in this chapter show for a brief moment said things are going to get bad. Okay, I have a bad feeling of what's going to happen. And just as he said that in the early part, then we got to the part where we start seeing those ships, the Tendoshu or the Naruku ships. And then we see Yutsuro. And he's smiling like a without a care in the world with those empty two eyes of his. And then he jumps down from the ship, okay, and just before the two can finish their fight or anything, Umibozu, he ends up losing his mechanical arm. Yusuf cuts off his mechanical arm, and he's like armless once again, okay, and then Yusuf cuts, like, obliterates the area that they were all fighting on. Mind you, while Kamui and Kagura was fighting, Umibozu was like, this is my family, I need to patch things up, and he was getting emotional, you can see that, and he was trying to tell them to stop before they got interrupted by Yutsuro. And Yutsuro, it's gonna be a battle between Yutsuro and Umibozu. So the guy that is immortal versus the strongest fighter in the universe. This is the next fight, and I am so scared about this fight because it's hinted, especially during these darker times. Gintama told what age or see for a darker theme. It's always hinted that now it's going to be serious in these last arcs that's been showing. Is that I have a feeling, and it's not a good feeling, and I may be wrong, but I have a feeling that Umibozu is going to die. I have a feeling, just seeing the end of this chapter where it shows off at the last page where Umibozu and Yutsuro are about to face off coming the next chapter. I have a very, very high suspicion, this feeling in my gut that Umibozu is going to be the next character to die, and this is going to really, devastate these two siblings, but also draw them together to say, no, we need to stop this man once and for all, or else he's going to destroy everything that we have built up, everything that we hold dear to our hearts. Because, oh my god, like I foresee that, but I don't want to be right. But it's a high possibility that Umibozu is the next to die, and that's terrifying. And Kagura and Kamui is going to end up losing a next parent, and they're going to only have each other. So this chapter was hyped from beginning to end. Oh boy, I'm scared. I'm scared to see next week's chapter. I'm really scared. I'm scared for Umibozu's future. But either way, it was a good chapter. It was a good read for this week. Do tell me your thoughts and opinions on what you thought about this week's chapter, chapter 577, in the comment section below. You can also check me out on Twitter and Tumblr. The Facebook page is in the description box. You can click on that link. And I'm Kimi Chan of Anime Legends Podcast, and I will see you guys later. Bye.